Hey, welcome back to the Padawan YouTube channel. Just checking in with a quick reaction video to Episode 7, The Reckoning from The Mandalorian. I'll start off super simple, no spoilers, and then we'll get into it. So if you want just a basic reaction, stick around right now, and then I'll let you know when we get into spoilers. But yeah, so this is what I've been waiting for all season, right? We're getting into the plot. We're building up some actual. This is gonna. We left on a cliffhanger. And this episode, and so this since episode 8, the last one of the season, the last one of the entire season of this of the Mandalorian, are definitely the main plot we've been waiting for since episode 1, which is awesome. The episodic episodes that we've had the last couple times that are self-contained, simple plots, were a lot of fun, like I said last time. But this is starting to get into the bigger storyline that really we've been waiting for since the season opened, right, with the child. So yeah, if you're gonna watch it now, get excited. The pacing was good. It picks up the entire time. Like all of them, it feels kind of short just because I was really into it. So for me, it feels short. It flew by, but this, I think, is an easy one to rewatch too, because I don't think there's really any dead time. It's moving along. You see some new characters, you see some old characters, and it's getting really fun. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, obviously, in the final episode that brings us all together, and the interest of the Rise of Skywalker coming out in a day or two, to see what maybe is in episode 8, what they held back from this one that may affect something in the movie. I think there'll be something in there, whether it's small or big, we'll find out. So if you're going to check it out and don't want any spoilers, leave now, because now I'm going to get into a quick breakdown, some spoilers. All right, you've been warned. All right, so yeah, we go back to Sorgan. We basically the Mando gets the call to come back to Navarro, kind of going along with my prediction pretty well, right? That there would be something on Navarro with the head Imperial, and it would be causing people trouble, and the bounty hunters would line up, Greef Carga would line up with the Mando again. Obviously the Mando knows it's some kind of trap, so we get Cara Dune again, which is awesome. She's in a little fighting pit thing with a belt that links you to the other person, which was fun. Couple aliens in the background there that will break down eventually. We head over to Arvala 7 with Kuiil. He finally says his name. So Kuiil is how you pronounce it. That was cool. He rebuilt IG-11, took a little bit of his aggression out, is what it seems like. So we'll see how that plays out. He mentions the biggest thing in this one, the spoiler. He mentions that he was in some gene farms, around some gene farms, and that the child does not think it's cloned, or does not think it's gene manipulated. So I think that officially confirms that the baby Yoda is not cloned. However, I think it's pretty obvious that they were trying to do something with cloning with him. So I think that's the reason they were trying to get him. He also reveals that he was ex-Imperial, mainly in indentured servitude is what he calls it, to get out of there, to save his village or whatever. So he did his job, and now he's out. So Cara Dune wasn't super happy with that, but he explains it. So he gets the team back together, and they head to meet up with Greef. On the way there, Kuiil builds a new pram, a new floating thing for the baby, and Cara Dune and the Mandalorian are arm wrestling, and the child reaches out and kind of force chokes Cara Dune. So we're seeing some raw, untapped kind of force power, but not really leaning light or dark yet, because that's the first dark side power we've seen. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. We get to the planet. Greef Carga meets up. They kind of make a plan. They get attacked while they're camping that night by these big bat things, which is a cool scene. Greef gets hurt. They make it seem pretty dire. Baby Yoda comes over, heals him with the Force, closes up the wounds right there. So now that's some light side stuff. This is similar to, I think, what he was trying to do to the Mandalorian after the Trandoshan fight in episode 2. So that's cool to see that. That is what ends up playing into flipping Greef's mind to go on their side, so he kills the other 2 bounty hunters eventually. We get back into the city. They come up with the new plan that the Mandalorian's been captured, and they bring him to Werner Herzog's character, kind of goes awry from there. Then Moff Gideon comes with the Death Troopers, wipes out everyone in the cantina except the Mandalorian Cara and Greef Carga. So they're kind of pinned, and they're in. The Mando's just calling to Kuiil to get back to the ship. Is he back on the ship? Is he back on the ship? Because that was the plan. And unfortunately, as the episode ends, we see that Kuiil didn't quite make it back. It looks like he's dead. And the scout trooper that was chasing him picks up the child and is bringing him back as Moff Gideon lands with a TIE fighter. It looks like a standard TIE fighter, but then the wings fold, so I think it's souped up, and he looks pretty badass. Also pretty much confirms that it was him over Fennec Shan in episode 5 on Tatooine. So, that's where we leave off. Obviously, we're going to do a full breakdown here, hopefully coming out in a couple days. We'll also have a reaction video. I'm going to go try to see The Rise of Skywalker tomorrow night and get a quick reaction video up just like this, non-spoiler at first, and then get into some spoilers. So look forward to that. Comment, like, and subscribe to our channel. It means a lot. And check out our podcasts on the other streaming services, Spotify, SoundCloud, all those kind of things. So thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Later, Padawans.